Hi everyone. Today we're going to go, in the previous videos we had talked about just what we need to have when we get deployed. So this video is going to just kind of give you a little insight of what's inside those bags so you kind of have an understanding what you're going to bring. First of all, when we get deployed, one of the things with an officer or someone else, we need to get a deployment credit card, which is located in the officer's room in the filing desk. That's number one. Number two, when we're getting deployed, we need to figure out, obviously, if we're getting deployed as a Type 3 or a water tender. It kind of changes these two bags, but nothing else changes. So within these red bags, what we get is we get a radio harness, a nicer one. Each rig does have radio harness for everyone, so just be aware of that. And a lot of stuff that we have in here is pretty standard, the IRPGs and all the air protection, but also I put a lot of stuff for like phone adapters, and you got windshield chalk, things like that you might need out there. So both bags will have that. Each bag's a little bit different, but just depends on who's going out. So once we get that done, we'll move on to the blue bag. The blue bag will always go on every deployment. Within this blue bag, we have our sleeping bag, right? We got our tent right there. We've got a pad, air pad, and we got other accessories in here, batteries, a pump upper air pad, pillowcases, just little things that we have that we might need out there. Because you got to remember, we have to be out self-sufficient for 72 hours. So this is kind of what these kits are built on. As we move over to this next bag, the black bag, a lot of this stuff is redundant. When you see Jetboil in here, I know we have a Jetboil bag, but we got to remember, if we are a task force leader, we're going to use a Jetboil bag, will be deployed, and then this bag hopefully will go with us also. The reason why we have another bag is because it's kind of hard to get into the back of cabs or whatever and keep opening up this, so this is more of a convenience, this Jetboil bag. But anyways, you can see the things that are in here that we will have in the black bag. I'm not going to go in great detail, but you can see as they zoom in different things that we have in there, medications, just things that will get by when we're out there in the middle of nowhere. As I mentioned here too, this is kind of a fancy just Jetboil bag that we can use, quick access, other than having this black bag and having to open it all the time. This is just more of a convenience thing. As we move over here to the radio, we have to have a radio case go with us every deployment, whether it's the engine boss or a task force leader. Now, like the tender will have its own radio, BKR 5000s, but like the Type 3 or task force leader, they need to bring one of these boxes too with a radio in it. The new thing this year is I did buy some cloning cables. So us as a task force or a strike team, we're going to have the ability to clone in camp itself. That's a big benefit, having one person clone all the radios instead of having to collect all the radios and go to comms. But this kind of just gives you an oversight of what's involved and what's inside all of our bags that we get deployed. If you have any questions or suggestions, you can reach out to me. I definitely will entertain all those, but let's have a safe fire season and safe deployments, and thank you.